Welcome, and thank you for joining us here at the Citizens Roundtable. Today we want to talk about grassroots. We've put together a three-part series so you can help get a little understanding on why, where, and what we're all doing to become more involved and active in the grassroots movement. The panel that today will share their experiences and their suggestions on how you yourself can become more involved and more active in protecting our freedoms of our country. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this three-part series on grassroots. I just want to hear y'all's opinion. Tell us why you got started, or what excited you about being a part of a grassroots movement. Michelle, let's start with you.
I've been a stay-at-home mom for 8 years, and I guess my eyes really started to get opened when TARP was passed last October, and the emergency that was created around that this had to be done. And I guess I started doing some of my own research, that I started uncovering layers and layers, and I realized that, you know, this is not right, and our government has just gone way off course.
Very good. Mickey?
Mine was a little different in that I actually started out because I started blogging a few years back, and I've always kind of been a political junkie, if you will. But again, it was close to the TARP time for me. Actually, my awakening kind of took place in the introduction of how Sarah Palin was received, and then followed up by what I saw happening with TARP. And I actually initially got involved with Smart Girls Politics because of that. And really seeing that there were other conservative women like myself, because for a long time I felt like a woman on an island. And it was nice to meet with like-minded individuals and be able to have conversations and feel like you weren't alone.
Very good. Larry?
Well, I had been involved in party politics for many years, and during that time I found that the most effective way of getting things done was through the grassroots organization. Then when I was doing that, I found that it was not always popular or accepted well within the party organization. And when people like these started to show up and become active, I said, this is great, this is the way it should be. The citizens have to get out and reclaim what is rightfully ours, which is we are the ones that give the government the power to take care of things for us. And we need to be the ones speaking up and telling them when they're going off course.
Very good. Julie?
Well, I started writing to my congressman and getting a little upset at probably right after September 11th, and started really paying attention to what our government was doing, and that it was getting too big. I was against the Department of Homeland Security, for instance, and some other things like that, and just thought that the money being spent was a little too much. But to get involved in a movement like this is really unusual for me. I am a group joiner typically, but not something that would, and I've always been active, taking leadership roles, you know, president of the PTA, things like that, but this is really different for me. And I have children, and I want to be involved, and I want to show my kids that you can make a difference. And I think that's really what it's all about, is being able to make a difference.
So it sounds like the heart, it just touched the hearts of each and every one of you here, that you know, you saw things happening and you had to get involved in it. And that's why we're where we're at. We want to take a break here now, and we'll be right back with more on the grassroots movement.